Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Limitless Landscapers podcast, the podcast created for landscapers, garden designers and people in the horticultural space in order to help you guys grow your businesses further. So this week we're talking about masterminds, group coaching and how this can improve and grow and make your business more successful. So if this is of interest to you, let's go to the show. As the co-founders of the Landscaper Circle, we help you get more money, time and freedom to become limitless through our experiences as fellow landscapers and our tried and tested methods. If you want help with your marketing, managing or growing your business, you've definitely come to the right place. If you're a landscaper, garden designer or supplier to the industry, then hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Now, let's get back to the show. Hello guys, how are you? I'm here. It's just started thunder and lightning here down south. It was beautiful and sunny this morning when I was going to sit down and record this podcast. It's got to the afternoon and we have rain and thunder upon us, which is great fun for all of us landscapers. I'm sure this is not great news for any of you who are packing up tools right now and getting out of the rain, but I hope you're all doing well and I hope your businesses are going strong. How's things going? I'd love to know. Do drop me a DM. I wanted to come on this podcast this week and bring you a bit more about masterminds and group coaching because TLC is changing. So what was the Landscaper Circle? I'm now coming to you as the Landscapers Coach. Now, there's a few reasons behind this. Many of my members already know because obviously you've been contacted, but this is probably the first time that I've tried to explain what's going on outside of members only information. So essentially, I have now rebranded to the Landscapers Coach because now it is just me. And I've been working one-to-one with a number of landscapers and designers, over the past year or so, and doing one-on-one coaching. I've been running that as an offer alongside the membership in TLC. And what I found is that I absolutely love working with those landscapers who are on the one-to-one program. So I kind of thought, let's go back to what I love, what I'm really passionate about, and what I'm essentially really good at. And that is helping landscapers in their businesses, helping them grow, being a sounding board, giving action plans, and really being your cheerleader there to help grow your business to the next level. So therefore, I thought, why am I making life difficult for myself? Let's just go where the passion is and let's create something even better. So instead of just having one-to-one coaching, we can now develop that into a one-to-one plus mastermind so that the people that I work with, who are, by the way, amazing people doing amazing things in their businesses, can work together as well as with me on their own. So we do a one-to-one coaching session every month, and then we have a mastermind every 2 months where we work together collaboratively on each other's businesses to get the perspective of others who are aiming, as high as we are. The reason is that it's proven that this gets better and better results. But some people have said to me, well, what is the difference? Because as part of the, Limitless TLC membership, there was the opportunity to have group coaching. Now, this was great, but it wasn't as well attended as it was right at the beginning. And I think part of that is because people weren't seeing the value in it. And also it was sort of a nice to have. It wasn't something they had invested in. Now, when we invest in things, which is why I always encourage you to offer and charge a site visit fee, when people feel invested in you, they tend to show up, put the effort in and, etc. So when we charge a site visit, that client is already invested in you and they're more likely to go with you than if they didn't pay a site visit. And I've been proven that many times in my landscape business. And I think the same is true from a coaching perspective. So the people that were paying the higher money for the one-to-one coaching were more invested in that service from me. They would show up, they would, take the action steps in between calls and would do the work. When people haven't paid that, they're not necessarily that invested. So, the group coaching had, peaks and troughs. So sometimes we'd be super busy, sometimes there wouldn't be many people at all. And I think it's interesting because you would think that a mastermind is group coaching, but it's not. It's putting the right people in the group. So for instance, in the mastermind I'll be running, I'll be placing people in the correct group. If you're not a right fit for the group, we may start another group where we find the right fit there. And essentially, it's because a mastermind, it is all about a meeting of minds. What it says, it's a meeting of minds. And the idea is to pull upon the individual's experiences, so everybody's experiences, and then collaboratively help each other, with me there as the coach, assisting and guiding and basically, just assisting in the whole mastermind process. Whereas group coaching tends to be individualized coaching by the coach in a group setting, and you might get a bit of input from the group, but people might not be at the same stages, and it tends to not be as laser focused. So this is kind of the reason why I am now going down the mastermind route rather than the group coaching, because I feel that whoever decides to invest in themselves and their business needs to be able to show that they're taking their business to the next level. So by investing in the mastermind, then we can get really laser focused with the correct individuals. There is a cap on 6 businesses attending a mastermind. So once we've got 6, we'd have to start mastermind group 2, should I say. But essentially, it's all about being really laser focused. And for me as the coach, to just assist and direct the mastermind going forward. And then the whole point of the one-to-one coaching alongside that is that I get to work one-to-one with each of the mastermind clients and help them in their business directly. And then we also have the coaching app as well, where in between that, you get access to me through the app. So that means you can send me anything, you can chat if you have a mindset wobble, get in touch, etc., etc. And there will be nudges along the way to help you think about your business before you get into the mastermind. So there should never be an element of you not being able to know what to bring to the mastermind. And there will never be an element where you don't know what to say at the next mastermind meeting. So I'm really, really excited to bring it to you guys, to be honest. It's new for me, as you well know. I've been doing one-to-one and obviously the membership, but the membership will no longer be running. So there's no more TLC. There is no more the Landscaper Circle. It is the Landscapers Coach, and the only way to work with me is through one-to-one and mastermind service. And why am I so passionate about this? Because it definitely works. We all know through varying studies that have been done that they are extremely good at helping people achieve their goals. They're extremely good at helping people reach new levels of success. And essentially, they report a wide range of benefits. So the studies that have been done on people that work in coaching one-to-one, with a coach one-to-one and within mastermind groups show that they have an increased self-awareness about them, they have better communication skills, and most importantly, they have improved work performance. Also, it can impact on how well you manage your time, how quickly you can make decisions, and how well you manage a team. So there's many, many reasons why this could be perfect for you and your landscaping business. The whole point of having someone to coach you is so that they can help assist you and help you achieve those goals. Because sometimes when you're working on your own, it can be so depressing. You can often question yourself. I question myself all the time. Am I making the right decision? Is this all going to be going terribly wrong? Should I give up? Should I carry on? Should I grow? Should I scale back? As an entrepreneur and a business owner, these are things that go through my mind all of the time. And unfortunately, the business road is very much like a roller coaster. I'm still waiting to get to the point where it's quite steady, but who knows? It could be just around the corner. And I think that's the thing. You need someone on the outside that is so unbiased, that is so unattached to your business. They can see things that you don't, and they can just be the devil on your shoulder, help you see the other side of the coin, to call you out when need to be. At group coaching today, I had to say it, tell someone off in brackets, because they were just coming at it from the wrong energy perspective. And it wasn't something they didn't know. I think it was quite funny how we had to point it out at the time. But the important thing is, I know you're probably thinking, yeah, but coaching and masterminds are quite expensive. Yeah, they are. It's for a reason, because your business is going to grow. If you are able to apply what we work on during the one-to-one coaching sessions, during the masterminds, during the in-between times, and you're getting the support, if you have the self-awareness and commitment to follow through on the actions that you set yourself and work towards the goals that you have set yourself, you are going to achieve success. Now, let me be clear. Just because you are part of a mastermind or have a coach or mentor does not mean you are guaranteed results just by having a coach. You have to do the work yourself to get on. You can't just turn up to the coaching sessions, turn up to the mastermind sessions, get given all the actions and not do anything, or sit there and procrastinate and say that it didn't work, because there's something there that you have to do. You have to be a self-starter. Let me be clear, I'm not going to be there to do things for you. I'm there to assist. I'm there to mentor, I'm there to guide, I'm there to coach. I'm not there to do the things that you need to do yourself. And I can't be there and force you to do it, because I'm obviously not anywhere near anybody that I coach. But if you can commit to yourself, commit financially and time-wise to this, it could be the best thing you do for your business. It is proven that every pound spent on coaching, people see 5 times the return, well, between 5 and 7 times the return. So if you are committed, if you don't want to waste the money that you're inputting into coaching, mentorship, masterminds, whatever it may be, it's the same when you look at training, when you buy a course. You can pay the money, but unless you take the action steps, unless you follow what the course says, unless you take advantage of everything that's being presented to you, you'll not get any return on investment. However, if you take the steps, if you follow the actions, if you give it your all, you can look to get up to 10 times, well, up to 7 times the initial investment, which is amazing. And an interesting study found that coaching led to a 60% increase in goal achievement. Now, if you are one compared to individuals who were not coached at all, now compared to someone who has got many goals and have never achieved them, maybe that's because they haven't got a coach. You know, let's think about that. Maybe you've sat there on a goal for years and you haven't actually gone to achieve it, haven't achieved it, haven't tried it either. Maybe you know, I take my hat off to everyone who tries something and fails, because ultimately that's just a learning curve. That's not a failure. That's just learning in progress. But essentially, if you haven't got a coach and you haven't achieved those goals that you've been setting out for the last few years, perhaps now's the time to get one. Perhaps it would be a great investment for you to do so. It's very important that you have a great relationship with the coach, because the effectiveness of coaching is very, very dependent on the quality of the coaching relationship, the expertise of the coach, and your commitment to the coaching process. So there's 3 elements. Now, why my coaching? Why my mastermind? Well, I have been running a landscaping and garden design business for the last 13 years. I've experienced many highs, many lows. I am still developing, still growing the business, still trying new things. So I have that background experience that I can share with you. The bonus of working with me is the fact that prior to this, and I still obviously utilize these skills in the landscaping business, is my background is in sales and marketing initially. And obviously I've learned how to run a business through having multiple businesses at one go. So there's a lot of expertise that I can help with you guys that is very specific to the industry, which is why I call myself the landscapers coach. And the people that I do work with, I have a great relationship with. I'm very excited to continue to work with the people that have chosen to continue with me. And a lot of that is based on the relationship we've built, you know, between us. And that's why they're doing so well. That's why they're continuing on board. And the third thing is whether you are willing to do the stuff that you've got to do, whether you've got the commitment to step outside your comfort zone, because there's going to be many times when we're going to have to do that. I do it all the time still. And I urge that you're going to have to do this if you go into any coaching or any mastermind program. And you're going to have to get comfortable with that. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Get comfortable with being asked to do things that you might not actually want to do because it feels that uncomfortable to you. You will also have to have that element of accountability, not just from me as your coach, but from the others, because they'll be expecting to see, they'll want to know what results you've had, and they'll want to know how you achieve those results, and they'll want to know why you didn't do something and why you did do things. So it's very important that you are a self-starter, that you're fully committed, fully motivated to grow in your business and putting the effort in, taking the action steps, not having any excuses. So what to expect from my mastermind one-to-one? Well, like I say, it's a blend of one-to-one coaching and a mastermind group setting, and it's also the nudges in between. We're going to be going through celebrations, and we're going to work through how you've achieved things. So in the mastermind sessions, I'll be asking you to bring celebrations with you, how you've achieved them. What was the mindset that you were in to do that? What was the shift that happened to get you there? What were the action steps that you can share with others to really, positively affect other people's decisions? And then you come with something that you want to share and work through with the group. And that's how the masterminds will work. On the one-to-one, it will be very important to bring any, really specific issues you want to work on with me. And this will also be the opportunity for me to make sure you're fully accountable for what you've set yourself. We'll be reviewing goals. We'll be reflecting back on actions, achievements, etc., to make sure we've got a plan to go forward. Now, the way I'm running it is a monthly fee, and it's running for 6 months. So if you would like, there's only 6 spots in Mastermind Group 1, and it's only for people that want to up-level their landscaping business. So if you are interested in finding out more, I'd love to jump on a call with you so we can discuss everything, see if we're a good match, and see if you're a good match for the other people in the mastermind. That's really important. If you want to find out more, please send me an email, paula@thelandscaperscoach.co.uk. Sorry, it's just brand new. I will have a website up and running shortly. At the moment, it's not up and running, but it will be www.thelandscaperscoach.co.uk. So there'll be more information there as well. And like I say, if you've got any questions, if you want to just send me over, maybe you don't want to chat, maybe you want to send me a voice note, maybe you just want to send me a DM, go ahead and do it. You won't regret it if you are interested in joining. And if there's still a space when you watch this podcast, then there's a space for the taking. But yeah, if you are looking to grow your business, coaching is key. I have worked with my current coach for the last, might be coming on 3 years now. And I absolutely adore my coach. I love working with her. And she holds me accountable. She makes sure that I'm doing the work I need to do on myself, on the business, make sure I'm taking the actions I've said I will take. And she's also there when I'm having a bit of a wobble. So when you're having a mindset wobble, or if you're making a big shift in your business, it can often set off a series of events, I like to call it, which can then set off the catastrophizing in your brain. So it can be, you're not good enough, you shouldn't be doing this, no one's going to buy, it's going to fail, etc., etc., etc. And having a coach there to navigate that, to coach me through that, is worth everything. So do send me a DM, email, whatever works for you, if you would like to find out more, or if you'd like to book a free discovery call to find out more about the new offering of the Landscape Circle. I'm going to be very sad to see TLC go, because I've put a lot of hard work and effort into TLC as it was, as a membership, full of lots and lots of information that my members have enjoyed and utilized and used. So I am going to be truly sad, but who knows what the future brings, hey? Who knows what's going forward? All I know is I want to work with the best people in the best industry, creating the best businesses we possibly can. So for me to do that effectively, I have to work as a one-to-one mastermind service rather than continuing to create lots and lots of content for the masses. There may well be options where you can access some of the content later on. I just haven't figured out that yet. So, you know, bear that in mind. If there is something you need help with, or if there's a topic that you want access to after TLC officially ends, which will be potentially mid-May, then let me know and I'll do my best to get that to you and explain how you can access it in the future. So I hope that's kind of answered any questions you may have had about why it's all changed, why I'm the landscapers coach now, why TLC is going, or sorry, not going, changing and developing is what I encourage you guys to do in your businesses all the time. So I'm just following my own advice here. And like I say, if you need any help, that's what I'm here for. Nothing's changed about what I originally wanted to do in the business. I want to help people in the industry grow their businesses. And that is essentially what I'm doing, but I'm working with less people, more specific. And yeah, it means that I then also get to work on my own business, the landscaping business, a bit more as well. And we've got some really big things in the pipeline, which is scary and exciting in equal measure. I will be sharing a lot of that journey with you as we go. So I'll be sharing that here and over at Aura Landscape. So yes, exciting times. And I think now I've got to go on school run. So I'm going to love you and leave you. And I will see you on the next episode of the Limitless Landscapers podcast. Bye, guys.